Morning YouTubers, this is the first video, or second attempt, but first video with this new, to me, Canon Legria HF R506, recommended to me by Alan Owen, and I found one on eBay and I won the bid, being the only bidder. I tried yesterday, but I wasn't quite sure or familiar with the pause in record, but I think I've mastered that now. So, bit of blocking foot, £140 weight, I didn't know I had. I've got several sheets of this left. And I'm going to go to this different palette. It's not my normal one, as you can see. I've got cadmium yellow, Payne's grey, some raw sienna, light red, burnt sienna, and some, they're not quite in the order that I like, but I sort of added to the palette some Prussian blue there. So I'm going to wear the paper all over and we'll see what we can do. The one I did for you yesterday that didn't work, but a lot of you have seen the photograph on Facebook. I put all my photos on my Dave Usher page, art page. And if you want to show your artwork on my channel, you can go on my David Usher homepage, on my homepage, not my art page, because I will delete them from there. I keep those for my own use. Right, we'll let that soak in a bit. I'm going to put a bit of raw sienna on that now. It's a bit dry. I'm just only using this for the demonstration of this palette. A bit of light red with that. And we'll see what happens when I put the Prussian blue in with some red. I'm going to sort of do what I did yesterday, a similar one, 7 Islands. I went there on Tuesday with my pal on their bikes. I hadn't been there for 2 or 3 years, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's in Mitcham Common. It's a large common, piece of common land. I'm just folding up a cloth here, and you have to go up a whacking great hill now from where we came in. The spoil from the motorway, the M25, I think they used it to fashion this great hill in this lovely flatland, which was flatland, not anymore. Don't like it really. Right, let's have a bit of Payne's, not Payne's, a bit of. You see how strong this. Well, look at that. Good bit of light red in there. Oh, we just. And there we can put a bit of Payne's grey in that, I think. And a bit of red. Got a bit of an angry look. So I can dry this now by pressing the play and record, the pause in record, which I'm going to do now while I dry that off. There we are. Brilliant. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, where's my little knife for lifting off hairs? Got all this. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh. Right, back to the land of the living. Right, I've just given it a bit of a dry. It's not too dry. I know, look, see. That's okay. I'm going to do this mission con, but I'm using the paint, the darker blue. Ooh, crumbs! Look at that. It's so strong, and that's the student quality. Right, so a bit of blue and a bit of Payne's grey. So I'm going to put in a background of trees. This is different to the rough paper that I have been using. Quite a bit. I'm not going to put a lot in there. I'm going to put an island, sort of an island. It's a large pond. Not a lake, or a small lake, or a very large pond. It's got these islands on. Trying to get that all nice and heavy rain moving. It's a lovely morning. I'm trying to get some air into some of these background trees. We're going uphill there a little bit. Right, let's get a bit darker. Bit of red in there. Not sure how much liberty I can take with this paper. The Winsor & Newton paper, not the Winsor & Newton, the Saunders Coal Hot Rough is great for the liberties you can take with that. Right, a nice rich dark in here. What you've got is a lot of trees, background trees, with some lovely trees in front. Oh, let's just get in some good. Well, a bit of yellow in that now. Get a bit of a green going. Okay, so nice and dark. I'm using very thick paint here. Otherwise, it just won't stick. It'll just bleed off into the background. Bit of yellow and a bit of bit of red. Look, I'm just very thick paint so it stands out against that background. Take your trees off the edge. Let's just bring a little bit of that reflection down. Came down a bit too far there. Right, I'm not sure about that. We've got the dark bits, the trees behind. We just add a little bit to that. Okay, so we experiment using the new camera. So any shapes you don't like, just take out while it's wet. Okay, I'm going to dry that now, so I'll give that another pause. Right, dry it. Right, I think we're recording now. There we go. Yes, I think I can. I've got a little icon down the bottom right here. Don't know what that means. Right, oh well, if we aren't recording, we'll have to do better, won't we? Right, I'm going to put this island in here now. I'm going to use a bit of red, a bit of yellow. And more sienna there. That's got a good dark green on here. Get a bit of that yellow. Right, sort of yellow just. Right, got the nice dark in there, and then the shadow there. So a bit of red, a bit of blue, a bit of yellow. Right, I'm going to put in some dry brush on there, so I'll just remove my clips, and I'm going to use a bit of burnt sienna and a bit of raw sienna. The problem with painting with the Prussian blue is that it gets into everything. Okay, that'll do. Alright, I'll have to just dry that again so we can get on. Press the pause. Right, all I need to do now is to bit of detail, a bit of dry brush on there maybe. Or no, I'll lift some of that out, show some wind ruffling. It's a good exercise in washes. Not sure if I like my sky, but as I say, this is a practice run for the new camcorder, and it also records in MP4, which is lovely for Windows. I'm going to put in some bit of detail in that foreground now, so back to the large hake. So nice bit of yellow, bit of that green. Oh, I could go a bit darker than that, I think. Plenty of grass up there. Got some good dark in there now. So Payne's grey, bit of shadowy. I've used all the wrong colours here, but this is an experiment. Right, I'm going to use a bit of rigger work now. So Payne's grey, a bit of that palette grey, and you can bring it to life a bit. So what do we think of the new YouTube setup? I can't say I'm very happy with it. I've lost all the people whose channel I subscribe to. Don't know how to find that. Anybody knows, perhaps they can enlighten me. It's alright for recording, I can sort that out. But right, well, 3 trees here, let's put another one in between. Right, some Got a bit too far down to the horizon with these. Give that impression that of the trees behind. I'm getting bored now, getting a bit sloppy. These are only suggestions, they're not portraits or anything. This one won't be on it. See, if you've not looked at my Etsy shop, have a look. I always appreciate a bit of feedback on it. The presentation. Sold a few, I've only been on it a month. But it'll take a while to build up. Be back to the old palette later. But I want to see if this one is okay first. Right, let's put it in there. Put them more or less where they are in the background, the reflections. Okay, that's a bit of this. Not sure I like the greens it makes, but well, just with the colours that I'm using. I'll put in amounts. I think it's probably just about worth it. I could put a little bird in. Right. Basket top. The only thing is remembering to unmute. But I can now see that on the side, each side of the the pools, when it's in pools format, there are two little dashes either side of the two vertical bars. So that tells me that it's recording, I hope. Right, mount. Set these off. Well, there we are, we've got a picture. I'll just take you up. I might give you a little tour of the nest that I work in. That could be a bit tricky because I have to move the camera, but I'm going to go up even further, even higher. Oh, that's as high as that's going to go. Okay, well, I don't think I can zoom out anymore. No, that's it. That's it. Creek. I can, sorry about this, I can go up higher with this tripod, but I'll have to extend the legs, and that's all a bit much. So there we are. I think that's quite a good reproduction. I'm very pleased with the camera, even the bits that I've done with it. Right, okay, I'm going to give you a quick tour around my little bit of mess. So let's just take the camera up there, and I'll do that. Can I see? Right. There's a lot of brushes, oil paints there. Got art books of every description, stamp albums. Now let's go and look at that. It's great, isn't it? We've got oil paints, acrylics, watercolours, loads more brushes. And I'll come around. We'll go to my that corner, other easels. There's a window that there's north facing, but I set at right angles to it. It's a steady north light. Looking through that window, which you can't see, over the houses is the City of London. Right, paintings on the wall, and then we've got this bit here. Vice there, paintings under there, and we've got behind my telescope tube, which I don't use anymore. Anybody wants to give me a price on that? We've got some lovely optics. But the tube, I made a mirror a 6-inch mirror for a reflecting telescope, but I had to pay quite a bit to get it put into that tube with optics that I couldn't produce. And there, so behind that are my Etsy shop stock. And there's the last year's supply of YouTube demonstrations and Patreon demonstrations everywhere. Then there's the ironing area, which I've got to do in a minute. Okay, let's take you back. Have another last look at the that one. Thanks for persevering, folks. Bye bye.